If you want your makeup to last all day, then this is the video for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And yes, I haven't posted in a little bit, but I'm back today with a makeup video because I recently have gone back to school myself. And like a couple years ago when I was also in school, whenever I did my makeup, it didn't last. It just was disgusting after I came home. But now school air doesn't affect me anymore, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do your makeup like really good. So don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video. The first step is good skincare, okay? So I used to do like a lot of like serums and whatever, and back in the day I didn't even use like any like kind of like moisturizer or sunscreen. I didn't use anything, okay? Also, I'm gonna put these clips in my hair to like make sure it doesn't get in the way. All I use is this, nothing else. But I recently got like a new moisturizer cream, so I'm gonna use that for today. And then sunscreen. I like this one a lot. I use like a good amount on my face because sunscreen is important, guys. Yeah, anyways, I have gone back to school and I took like a little break for like almost 3 years. And now I am 21 and I'm back in school, which is so weird, but it's also really fun at the same time. Like if you would talk to me 3 years ago and you would have said to me like, you're gonna go back to school, you know that, right? I'm gonna be like, that's insane. I would never do that. I was like kind of pissed at the whole school system. That's also kind of why I didn't want to go back to school at all. And I also wanted to start my own business. It was just, I was kind of done with it, okay? Let's just say that. I did everything I wanted to do, but then 2025 was absolutely insane. And after my freaking injury that I got in my rib or whatever, life changed. So now I'm back in school. Also, the next step is eyebrows, and I use like this brow glue, or you can like use a brow wax or anything, but just use something to keep your eyebrows in place. I like this one because it actually stays where it needs to stay. Just kind of like brush my eyebrows sideways. I think it's really funny because if you look at my other makeup videos, you can progressively see that my eyebrows will get thinner over the time. So yeah, there's almost nothing left. Next step is, you don't have to do it, but if you have like empty spaces in your eyebrow or like holes or whatever, you can fill it in. And I use a simple black eyeshadow because my eyebrows are black for some reason. So yeah, all I do, I just make like a little line like that. And now that you've done that, you're gonna carve out your eyebrows. You also don't have to do it, but I think it looks nice. If you want to look like a doll, if you want to look perfect, you should carve out your eyebrows. But like I used to do it like very intense. Like I used to fill in my eyebrows like completely. Now I just only like make a line like at the ends. And now I just carve it out a little bit. So for concealer, I use the Too Faced concealer, Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is the most, like the best concealer to ever exist. I have bought it like 5 times now, and I love it so much. So if you like full coverage, it also, you don't even have to like buy it if you like full coverage. You can also just make a natural look with this. Like I talk way too much because we're already a couple minutes in and I haven't done anything useful yet. So then you just blend it out with a beauty blender. And if you want to know if your eyebrows are like symmetrical, just do this, and then you can see if they are a little bit symmetrical, but they're not. Moving on to the next step, we're still gonna stick with the concealer because you also just buy a concealer that is like your shade, okay, so that you don't also have to buy foundation. Yes, okay, so you're gonna put it like here around your mouth and then under your eye. Depends like on how much coverage you want. I think this is like I said, this is a really good concealer. Here, maybe like on some like spots that you have or whatever. That's it. This is all the concealer I'm gonna do. And now we're gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. If you buy a concealer that like matches your skin color like really good, you don't have to like buy anything else like foundation or whatever to make sure that it doesn't look uneven, right? Also, I think that for me, going back to school is like very much like healing. I don't know. If you have watched any of my videos, then I talk a lot about manifestation, about confidence and whatever. And people used to bully me, okay, in school. And yeah, I also hated it because of that. And now, when I took a break for like almost 3 years after all that bullshit, and I worked on myself, on my confidence, I started my own business, and now I'm back in school, like, it's very healing because I don't feel like shit anymore. So that's very like big contrast, like that's a big difference, right? The next step is cream bronzer because we love cream bronzer. And I also love this one, and I've been using it for like a million years right now. I probably use it in like every other video of mine. Yeah, so you just put it here on your forehead because your forehead just needs some tan, and like a little bit on my chin and then on my nose. And then when I blend this, I also blend it into my eye. The next step is going to be blush. Usually I use the Makeup by Mario blush, and sometimes I also use Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Hope, I think. I'm not really sure, and I also can't find it. But today I'm gonna go for Makeup by Mario blush stick in the shade Sweet Pink, I think. So I use the same brush that I use for the bronzer. Why? Because I just do, and I feel like it kind of like blends everything really well together. And I actually do the same, so I just put it on my cheekbone and I then also blend it kind of like into my eye, right? Right. Very important step, don't forget to put some blush on your nose. You also don't have to do that, but I like to do it because it's kind of cute. And over the years, my contouring routine for my nose changed, so all I do is just blush right now and some highlighter and some powder like on the tip of my nose. Now that this is done, like this is the base, right? You're gonna want to do some setting spray, and I also have like a million different kinds of setting spray, but one of my favorite is Charlotte Tilbury and Urban Decay setting spray, which is disgusting, by the way. I don't know why it looks like this, but we're gonna use this, okay? So like this. Now that we wait till it dries down, the powder that we're gonna use is gonna be from Huda Beauty because that is legit the best powder ever. Although the packaging kind of like sucks or whatever. Like, look at this. What I like to do, I just go over it with my beauty blender like for one more time to make sure that everything is like smooth. Then I take a powder puff, put some of the powder on it, and then I just really like press it into my skin, into my pores and everything. Do the same thing on the other side, and you're also gonna want to put some powder like on your forehead, around your mouth and your chin, and also just really like press it in there. Like, I used to like bake and also set it with a pressed powder, but it's just way too many steps for like a regular school day. And also, like, if you put like concealer like here on the sides of your nose, that is also going to crease. But if you do it, just put a little bit of that powder over there and then you won't have that problem. I don't, at least. I feel like my routine doesn't really change a lot, but I do think it's like a lot different than how it used to be, especially like when I was still in high school. And I forgot, powder bronzer is the next step. So you just kind of want to put it like all over your face, especially on the places where you put the cream bronzer, because this is kind of like the setting powder for the cream bronzer, right? I feel like my makeup routine has like a million steps, but this takes me like 15 to 20 minutes if I don't talk. Then I'm gonna use blush, and it's really cute color. It's very natural. It's from Benefit. I got it when I was traveling in Dubai, I think, or yeah, I think it was Dubai. Just gonna put it like on your cheeks, and also the same with the blush, the cream blush that we used. Just blend it into your eye. I feel like it's really nice that the color comes back to like multiple places on your face. I think that's nice. And you don't have to do it, but I also just kind of put it on my nose because that's cute. I'm trying to grow my nails, but yeah, this one keeps breaking. I don't know what to do. I know a lot about makeup, but I do not know anything about nails. So I don't know. Do you guys know how to like make your nails stronger? Because I would really appreciate that. Usually depends on like how much time I have with doing my makeup in the morning. But if I am, oh my god, if I have like a little bit more time, I will do eyeliner. If I don't, I will just do mascara. So for today, I'm just gonna do mascara. And I have a certain way that I do my mascara now. So I use Telescopic Lift Mascara. Yeah, I also really love this one. And I also love Too Faced, the pink mascara from Too Faced. But currently I need to restock it, so I'm using this one. And I love the brush on this, like it's so weird. Oh, I don't use an eyelash curler. If you want, you can do that. I personally think that's something that I'm not falling for that. I don't think you need that. So I just brush them up, obviously. And you could just do like this, how normal people do it, but I like to just clump my lashes together. This angle is really not flattering, but I don't really know how else to show you guys. Like kind of, if you want to do this, just use like the tip of the brush and just kind of like separate them. It just does it that easily for me, because I think my lashes kind of know by now that they just need to stick together, you know. So yeah, I separate them in 5 lashes. Now I've done the other side too. Moving on to highlighter is the next step, okay? So I'm just gonna put this on my nose because I don't want to look like a disco ball when I go to school. So I just put it like on my nose. After you put the highlighter on your nose, I use this Too Faced contour thing, and I just make a line under my nose and just on top, I guess. Just kind of like contour it like a little bit, but that's all I do, guys. Been using this lip liner for years. It's from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Hot Gossip. I'm not sure, but I think it was Hot Gossip. Just line my lips like I usually do. And I also just fill them in, to be honest. Because I feel like lip liner lasts way longer than an actual lipstick. Unless it's like a matte lipstick, or maybe it's like from MAC. MAC has like crazy lipstick that stays on forever. If you put this on your lips, this liner, it will stay the whole day, even if you eat. So now that my lips kind of like look alive again, I'm gonna do one more thing, or like maybe 2 more things. And you don't have to do this, but I do this because I just do this. I grab my concealer again, even if you have like already put like powder, you go on top of it with concealer and then add more powder, it will not crease, because this Huda Beauty powder is that good, okay? And sometimes when I use like another powder, it will get disgusting or something. So yeah, you don't have to do this, but I like to just kind of like put some concealers like in the corners of my mouth, because it sometimes is a little darker over there. You probably can't see it because this light is so good that you won't even notice it, but I notice it, so, and I get annoyed, so I will just carve my lips out. So now just blend it, then add some powder. There's also another thing that you don't have to do, but I also do it because I like to do it and nobody has told me that it looks weird. So I have like very long bottom lashes and I really hate that. I don't really like that. And also if I do mascara on my bottom lashes, I kind of will look like a spider, and I'd rather not. So, I already am doing it, but I just take a little bit of concealer on a flat brush And then I just kind of like, I put it in my lower lashes, okay? Why? Because I kind of want to look like a doll. And this way I kind of look like a doll. Right. Okay, so if you did that, I just blend it out and put some powder on top of it. Like, I just put powder underneath and I look like a filter, right? Like, I still need to blend it though, but guys, I think it looks really good. And nobody has told me that it doesn't. So I'm gonna keep doing it, okay? Also, because I just did the powder again, I'm just gonna add a little bit of blush, like on like the side of my face, to just make sure that it isn't like harsh, you know? And you know what? When you are like in school and throughout the day you eat whatever, and you can just bring a lip liner, or you could just bring a lip gloss, because like I said, the lip liner stays on your lips, and if you just want to add something cute throughout the day on your lips or whatever, just add some gloss. And then you're done. Oh yes, and then for the last step, obviously you need setting spray. So I use Urban Decay right now because this is like glue, literally, and also the Charlotte Tilbury, but we kind of did that already, so I'm gonna use this one. So yeah, that's my makeup routine. This is the look, and like I said, I literally look like a doll, like a filter. So for all the people saying that I have filter on, I don't. It's just because I do some extra concealer under my eye. Anyways, this was the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it and learned how to do your makeup. And also, if you do your makeup like this or however you want to do it, don't touch your face throughout the day. Don't touch your face. That's also why it's gonna get ruined. Okay, so don't touch your face. Also, school air is not real. I don't suffer from it anymore. I fix it because first, I think I'm much more confident right now. I learned how to do my makeup better, and yeah, I don't know. That being said, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!